WFRV TV Local 5, your local election headquarters. This is Newsmaker Sunday with your host, Tom Zalaksi.
Good morning. Welcome to Newsmaker Sunday. I'm Tom Zalaski. School buildings have been closed since mid-March and will remain closed through the end of the academic year. Online classes continue across our state, and this includes K through 12 students all across Wisconsin. Thousands of students are at home, and parents have taken a large role in their kids' education. Joining us this morning to talk about the challenges of online teaching, Dr. Michele Langan, superintendent of the Green Bay Area School District. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Much appreciated.
You're welcome, Tom. Thank you for having me, and thank you for affording us the opportunity to share a story.
Well, Doctor, what a way for you to retire.
You know, this has been a wonderful way for me to be able to leverage the experiences and opportunities that I've had here in Green Bay. So really being able to connect individuals with each other to provide the important services that we are delivering to our students and families each and every day.
Doctor, when the governor made the announcement that schools would be temporarily closed, this was back in March, did you have any pre-notion of that happening? Did you get any ahead of time notice so you could prepare for this?
Actually, we did. We had been in conversation with the Department of Health as well as the governor's office, talking about what the pandemic would mean to our community and what kind of thinking forward we needed to be doing. So we had started to prepare for the pandemic, and we're fortunate that we had, moving into spring break, an opportunity to do some reset before staff and students were to return from spring break.
So when you first got the word and you knew this was going to happen, what was your first steps? What did you do to get ready for this?
You know, I think the most important thing is to really think about the impact on our students. So our first thinking collectively was around the safety and well-being of our students as well as our staff and what that priority would look like. We had been talking about that as we planned for the pandemic, looking at the pandemic documents that we had from previously H1N1, but also really focusing on the social and emotional well-being of students as our top priority with their safety in mind.
And what was your message to your teachers as you got ready to go into this new phase?
You know, I think what the most important thing is that we talked about the priority being to connect and then to also reflect on what you are able to do within what you have and what you know, plan forward, and that we are here with you, we are here for you, and we're in this together. So we're going to learn with and from each other.
So here we are about a month into the process. What are teachers telling you? What kind of feedback are you getting?
You know, we have extraordinary teachers. I can't share with you enough how much I applaud them for the efforts that they are doing right now. I think each and every day we learn something new. For many, we are reimagining what school could be and will be as we move forward. So I think that it is a heavy lift. I think that teachers are working tirelessly, as are all staff. And they are on the front lines with children each and every day, recognizing the fact that some of them are also in their home offices, supporting their classrooms of children, supporting their own families. And also we are working collectively together through a pandemic. So there's a lot on everyone's minds and everyone's plate. So we're trying to balance everything, really focused in on doing the best with what you know and what you have, and that we're in this together.
Doctor, how important are parents or guardians during this situation?
You know, parents are doing an extraordinary job. They have a lot on their plates too, just as the teachers who are also parents, recognizing that they are in a new world, many working from home, some having to go to work during the day and then return home. That lift is heavy, and they are doing an incredible job. Again, the very best they can with the opportunities they've been afforded as well. We are learning together, and I can't stress enough how much we appreciate the hard work parents are putting in each and every day as well.
Doctor, what's your advice for parents? Because I've got to believe somebody out there, parents out there, they're just overwhelmed by all of this.
Absolutely. And I think the most important thing in one of my communications to parents is to recognize, to not be overwhelmed, to take a deep breath, recognize that we are here in this together. We are a resource to you. Do the very best you can with what you know and have. But again, it really goes back to the priority being the physical as well as the social and emotional well-being of each and every one of us. And so parents need to be their very best within this framework of new reality that we're living in these unprecedented times. And so again, stepping back, taking a pause, resetting as needed each and every day. It's the recommendation we have for our staff. It's the recommendation we have for all of us. Self-care, care for each other, and the continuing of learning is an important part of this, but the priority really is focused first around the physical, social, and emotional well-being and safety of each of us.
What kind of an impact do you think this is having on elementary age students? Because a lot of them really might not know what's going on here.
You know, I think the most important thing is to always ask and do a pulse check on your children. Parents know their children best, and to have those conversations about what they're watching, what they know. We have a great resource site on our district website for the coronavirus, giving parents a lot of tips. But again, the most important thing again is to constantly be in touch with where your students and children are at, and then being able to be responsive. It could mean turning off the television. There's too much saturation around the coronavirus discussions. It may be supporting the children who need to just run and play for a while and embrace them in their creativity and innovation. And we're seeing a tremendous amount of that during this time as well. So there's a lot of opportunity to support children in different ways. And if they are fearful, there are resources and supports that can help parents as well on our website, but also just a call away in our community as well.
Dr. Michele Langan, thanks so much for joining us this morning, and the best to you.
Thank you so much.
When we come back, we are going to talk with a teacher about how she's had to change the way that she educates her students. So stay with us.